Is something that begins within. I was sent a group of little sayings by somebody. I got in the email just recently. And a couple on here that are very relevant, I think, to where we're going this morning. And then there are a couple of others that I just kind of think are amusing. And so I want to give you one of those. Some minds are like concrete, thoroughly mixed up and permanently set. Isn't that neat? And then quit griping about your church. If it was perfect, you couldn't belong. But the ones that really give us a start here this morning are kind of a segue into what I'm going to be talking about is this. Don't give God instructions. Just report for duty. Isn't that neat? You know, I had a good friend, a minister, that used to use the expression, said, just show up and take your assignment. And I like that because so many of us are here to tell God how to do things, when the fact of the matter is, let's show up sometime and take the assignment. Yes, we have choice in order to be able to direct our course in life. That's the way we're created. But also, there's a guiding power within us if we just allow it to express in our life. And this is directly in line with an awful lot of what I'm going to be talking about, in line with what I'm going to be talking, I always talk about. And then the other thing that is so powerful to me is the task ahead of us is never as great as the power behind us. Do we really believe that? On occasion, I have been asked by somebody who's approached me and said, Richard, I would like very much for you to come to our group, a civic group, our group, or whatever, and give a motivational talk. And I look at him and I say, sorry, I can't do that. I said, what do you mean you can't do that? I understand you're a motivational speaker. I says, no, I'm not a motivational speaker, if by that you mean I'm supposed to go there and motivate you. Have any of you ever gone to sales meetings to be motivated? And your sales manager or whoever the guest presenter is gets up and gives you all of this stuff and gets you all hyped up and you're ready to go. You go out and you sell great for the first 4 hours in the first day. And then by next week, you have to go back to another motivational meeting. Well, that's really the way that is. And I tell them, no, I says, I cannot motivate anybody. I can only hope to inspire people by something that I may say, might trigger an awareness within them or a new idea that may help to change their perception of things. That's a lot of words to say what I do, but it's really simply to present an idea that may resonate at some level within. And then out of that, there can become that which gets our moving. Motivation, simply, there are a lot of definitions. I looked them up. I have a whole sheet full at home, and I decided not to come and bore you with some of the motivations, the definitions of motivation. But I thought about it, and I think that motivation is just what gets us to do what we want to do. And it's that simple. And the realization that I've come to is that everyone is motivated. Everyone is already motivated. And if you don't know the effects of motivation in your life, look at your life. Because you see, I think there's what we might call positive motivation and negative motivation. That is motivation that moves you to do things that add value to your life, to the lives of others, to the context within which you live. And then there's motivation that kind of extracts it, or at the very best is just neutral, normal, does nothing. You say, well, how can that be motivation? That's to get you moving. Well, a lot of people need to get moving or want to get moving to do nothing. Or they get so busy, they're moving in so many different directions that nothing results as a result of that. What was it? Marcia and I, my wife and I, where is she? She's somewhere here. Oh, there she is, wifey. We're talking just the other day, and I quoted to her something that popped into my mind that I was trying to think about the other night, and it finally came to me. It took a few days, but it came to me. And that was a quotation I think that Yogananda made, Paramahansa Yogananda. You know, the Indian saint that came to the United States in 1920. He wrote the book, Autobiography of a Yogi. And it goes something like this. He says, Your kind of laziness is to be busy all the time. Think about that. Doesn't that grab you? Now, no one can be motivated. And yet I think everyone is self-motivated to some extent.